Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we will understand what list and tuple are. So, in any programming language, if you want to store a collection or a set of collection, so you will need some collection of same elements if you want to store in any programming language. So, you will need either you will use array or list. And in Python programming, we call this set or collection list. So we'll look into it. List, if I can say in simplest form, is a container which contains elements of same or different data types. So list can contain any number of data types and also different data types as well. So we are going to study about it in this lecture. So as you can see here, this is list. Python lists are containers to store a set of values of any data type. Just like friends, here is Apple, Akash, Rohan, 7 false. So if I get into our VS Code, I have written Python 3. Here I will give it lists list.py. So here if I want to create a list, let's suppose we will create friends is equals to Apple 64 32.5, then Rohan and so now this is a list containing different data types. Here if I want another data type such as a boolean data type, here so I will write false also. So these are some data type, as you can see, string, integer, floating point number, and also boolean. So this is a string, this is a list containing of different data types. Here writing this, if I want to print it, I will now if I want to print this apple. So just like strings, we have index, so here also we will use indexing. So now here the first or the zeroth index is at is apple. So here if I want to print apple, I will write print friends 0. So 0, so this will be the zeroth index. If I will run this, I will have apple here. This is how you can print any index or any value, any element in a list using indexing, just like we did in strings. We can do this in string also. Now suppose if I open our REPL terminal, if I open our terminal here and I will write Python, then if I like, suppose if I give example a is equals to this, we can do this with string also, as I told in earlier lecture. Now this is a string. Now if I want to, let's suppose, get it at 3 index, it will give me h, because here 0 1 2 3, h is at 3 index. Now a is, let's suppose I give it minus indexing here, it will give me b, as b is at the minus index. So negative indexing starts from right to left, including -1 -2 -3, just like that. So if I want to, suppose this string the length of the string is 7, so if I give this index 7, so it will give me index error, because index is out of the range, because the index is still 6. The length of the string is 7, but the index is still 6 because we start from 0. So 7th is the length of the string. Now if I want to change, suppose the index 5, I want to change it to y. So will it change? No. This will give me type error, because str object does not support item assignment. Because as I told you, in string you can manipulate the string, but you can never change the existing string. That is the case with string. That means you can create new string from the existing string, but you can never change an existing string. If you want to change anything, you can manipulate it, but you can never change it. But can you do this if I want to change anything at any index, can you do this in list? Yes, you can. let's take an example here. Now if I want to change, suppose I want to change the zeroth index, which is apple to grapes. Now how will I change it? I will write friends, and then I will give the index number, which is 0, is equals to grapes here. So after that, if I will print uh, friends again, so this will be changed. Now if I, okay, I'll do this like this. Now I'll print both. Let's suppose I will firstly print the changed element, and then I will print the change, the list with changed element. Now here what is happening? I have given friends 0, change it to grapes. Now this is apple, it will change it to grapes. Now I will firstly print the zeroth index, the changed zeroth index, and after that I will print the change string. Sorry, list. So what will it give me? Let's see. First print was apple, the second. Now here is the case. Here is the case. Zeroth index becomes grapes from apple, as you can see here, and the after changing it from apple to grapes, the list also changed. The existing still list changed, and the apple is removed here, and grapes come in place. Now just like string, lists also have indexing to add element, replace element. Unlike strings, we can add element to the existing string, remove element from the existing string from anywhere in the index. If I want to suppose remove the fifth index, I can remove the fifth, which is not what you can say, which is not available in string, because you cannot change the existing string. It will create a new string for you, but you cannot change the existing string. But in list, this is not the case, as the original list will be modified, you can say, or manipulated again. So the original string will be changed, and it will give you an answer. So that means lists are mutables, unlike strings. List can be changed from their original string to their again to the original strings, and the changes can be made inside the original strings without making a new list. Now here, as you can see, list indexing, a list can be indexed just like the string. Suppose the list L1 is given here 7, 9, and with string Harry. So here, zeroth index is 7, first index is 9, second index is Harry. Now this can be also done. String slicing can be also done here in list as well, just as in strings. Uh, this is the starting. Let me just increase the size. Now this is the starting index, this is the ending index. Now this will be printed 0, 2 will not be included. The end index doesn't get included. So 7 and 9 will be printed here. So this is how slicing also works in list, just like strings. Slicing in list is same as slicing in strings that we did. Now suppose if I want to slice this list, I will write print, just like we did in strings. Let us suppose I want to get the starting index will be 1 and the ending index will be 4. So my list will the index in my list will start from here the first index. Since apple is at the 0th index, so it will not be counted. The list will start, the slicing will start from here 64, since it's the first index in my list, and it will go till fourth index. So what is fourth index here? 1 2 3 4. So 4, Rohan will not be included here, because we know that in slicing the end index which you provide uh, in this will not be printed, but from including the starting index till the second last index will be counted. So if I will run this, I will get this 64, 32.5 and false 1, 2 and third index of this list. So that is how you can do slicing in list as well. Now we'll talk about some methods in list or the functions we use in list. So now we know that string were immutable or strings are immutable data types, since we cannot change any string. Yes, you can, but it will create a new string, but will not change the original string. But in list we can do that, and the original list will be changed or modified. So now the same functions or some more functions will be here in list as well as we did in strings. But here the functions that we are using will change the existing list or the original list, and will not make a new list. So let us dive deeper into it. So as you can see here, our first function is sort. So what sort will do is it will update the list. uh, if I do this like this, now I will make a new file here named list functions py. So we will take the same list here, friends list, and I will paste it here. So what sort function does is it makes your string sorted in increasing or ascending order. Now let's see what sort will do. Here if I write, let us make another list here first. Now I am making a list 1 2 4 7 8 9 and 3. Suppose this is our list here. Now if I will li1 l1 dot sort, I have used sort here. Now if I will print this l1 list, so as you can see here, we'll have this in increasing order or ascending order. As you can see, I have written here 1 and 24, then 7, then 8. So it's just here and there, the letters are here and there, we don't know which one is greater, which one is smaller here. It is in random manner. So when I use sort, it will automatically be sorted here. It can also be used with alphabets here, so that it can be sorted in these alphabetical order, such as m comes here a is same, but m will come before p in the alphabets. Now let us talk about append function here. So what append function does, it will add the uh, the element which you want to add at the last of the list. So let us see here. If I write friends dot append and I want to add Rishabh here, so what will it do if I print friends again? So here the append function is used, and it will automatically add this Rishabh element to the end of the list. Now let us run this and see. Apple 64 32.5 false Rohan Aman, and then Rishabh is added to this. Is how append is used in list. Now if I want to reverse this string, I will use reverse function here. Let's do this in list 1, l1 dot reverse, print l1. You see here the list is reversed 20, but in as I have sorted this list earlier, so it will be here in this manner only, because it is sorted first. So here as you can see, the list is reversed, or you can say that it is in descending order. So you can use sort and sort for ascending order. If you sort for sorting your list in ascending order or increasing order, and you can use reverse to do the same. But first, to do this, you have to firstly sort this list out. Now let us see, if we don't sort it first, will it give us the same output? Will reverse function also give us the sorted decreasing elements in the list, or will it give this random here? It will just give us random, as I have written here. Just the elements in the list are getting reversed, as you can see here. Now let us talk about insert function in list. Now insert and append will be confusing for you because insert also inserts the element which you want to insert in a list, and append also insert the list. But what's the difference? The difference is that append will add that element at the end of the list, but by using insert you can add the given element at with an index number to add anywhere in that list, to add that to add your particular element in anywhere at any index of the list. You can use insert. Now let us use L1 list, L1 dot insert here, and firstly, as you can see here, I have to give index and then object. So I have to give index first because that is the syntax to use this insert function. So if I want to insert, let's suppose at the second index I want to replace 7 with a particular element. I want it at second index and I want 33333. So it will add this, and if I again print list L1, it will give me, yes, it gets added at the second element of the list. And also, as you can see here, 8 gets replaced here, 8 gets at third and 7 moves to this 9. So this is just a random string here, that is why it is giving like this. Oh, it's reversed as well. So as you can see here, uh, yes, as it is reversed, look here, I use reverse function here, so this is printed first. So now the list is saved as this reverse. It is not sorted, it is not like this, it is reversed. And then in the reverse I have done this. In the second index I added this, inserted this element. So here it is inserted at the first, the second, then it will come 8 7 24. So that is how you can use insert here. Suppose if I want to remove any particular element, now let's suppose I want to remove this. So what will I do here? I will use pop function for this. Now let us pop. Now in pop function I have to give only the indexes. So the index of this was is 3333. In this reversed list was second, the second index. So what pop function will do here, it will remove that element and give us the return value. Now what is the return value? Return value is basically the element uh, that is removed or deleted from that, and it will give us only the element. The pop function gives only the element in return and removes it also. So if I don't want it, I will just print L1 here. Now if I run this, you see the 33333 is removed as I have used pop function here. You are using that index. Now in pop function you have to only give index, nothing else. So this element, this number, this integer is removed, and we have got our reversed list again. Now if I want that value here, so I will just write, as I said, it gives us the uh, it gives us the return value. So return value was this. Now if I run this, I will get the return value as well. As you can see here, 333 is the return value, which was removed when I used pop function here. So this is how pop works in list. Now here comes another function which is also related with pop. Now pop, what does is, it takes the index value and it will remove that element from that index that we have given and return us the value. Now here we have is his brother, you can say. So we have remove function here. Now remove function is same but also different from this pop function. Now if the suppose the list is too big, so I don't know the index of that list while looking it, uh, like by looking at it in one go. The list is I'm looking at the list in one go, and it is a very big list. So what I'll do is I will just if I have to remove any element which I know I have to remove from the list, so I will just take that element and put it in the remove function, and that element will be removed. Now let us see. Now if I want to remove false here, what will I do is I will do friends dot remove, and I will remove false from here. Now see, it is not taking the index. Pop takes the index which you want to remove of that particular element and will return as the value. But in case of remove, you have to give only the that particular element which you want to remove. So now if I will print friends here, I will get see here. Now false is removed, and yes, this is the function of remove function in list. Now we'll study about tuples in Python. What are tuples? So tuples work as just like list, but it is also different from list. What is the difference? That they are immutable. So the basic difference between list and tuples is the tuples are immutable. That means we cannot change it when once the tuple is made. But in list we can change the elements or anything which we want to change in our string with the original list getting changed. So for that, string is also there. So why do we need tuple? We need tuple because sometimes somewhere or the other we also want a collection, just like strings, just like list. We also want a collection to for different data types in one go. So we use tuples here to also get immutability in that function or in that data type. So tuples come in place because it is also a collection. It will also be a collection of different data types. It can take different data types, and also it is immutable like strings. So whenever we want any immutable data type that also works like list, which contains different types of data types, we can go with tuples. Now let's dive deeper into tuples. Now for making tuples, you will need these round brackets, or you can say parentheses, or the normal brackets that we use. So these are this is, you can say, a tuple. For list we use uh, square brackets, as you can see here. I have made a list. Now this is a list. Now if I take an example here, firstly let me just make a file here named tuple.py, and I will take an example here. A is equals to, let's suppose, 1 2 5 6. So this is a tuple of four integer data types, and now I will print type of A. As you can see here, this is class tuple. This is a tuple. This is how tuple looks like in a parenthesis. So tuple is basically the data types, collection of data types collected in a parenthesis. Now how to make an empty tuple? To make an empty tuple, you will just need parenthesis here, just like that. Now if I print type of B, you can see here B is also data type tuple, because this is an empty tuple. Tuples are collection of data types which are immutable and are contaminated or contained in this parenthesis round brackets. And if you want to make a single empty tuple, you will need these only these parentheses. This is will be empty tuple. Now if you want to make a tuple of single element, so how will you make it? Let's take example here as 1. So this should be because this is one here. I have given the element, this is in parenthesis, so or the round brackets, and I have given only one element. So if I print this, so will it be my tuple? Let's see. It's not. So there is this thing in Python that whenever we give this this type of if you want to give tuple here, but this is not tuple, Python interpreter will consider it as an integer type value in brackets. So this will not be considered as tuple. So how do you make a single element tuple? For that, you will just need to give a comma after the element, after the single element that you are making. Now let us print it. It will give us tuple. So the C variable contains type, data type tuple. So that is how you can create a single element, an empty element tuple, a single element tuple, and a tuple containing different data types or same type of data types. So usually we don't deal with a single element tuple, we deal with multiple elements or multiple data types of elements in that tuple usually. Now talking about different data types in a tuple, let us take an example here. Let me make a d is equals to parenthesis, then 1, then 2.5, then here I will add Rishabh, then I will add here true, then I will add Aman. Just like that, I have created a tuple here with different type of data types. Now let us print this type of this d variable here. It will give me tuple, because tuple contains different data types, multiple data types, just like strings, but it is immutable. Now let me ask you a question. Will I be able to change anything in this tuple just like I did in strings? Will I be? No, because that is the main point of tuple. It is immutable. So whenever the immutability comes in place, there is nothing that you can change. You can just create a new tuple, but you cannot make any change in existing tuple, just like what we did in strings. Now moving ahead, we will have methods or the functions of Python. Now moving ahead, we will have methods or functions of tuple, just like we had it in strings and list as well. So let us go through them one by one. Here a count. So count function here will return the number of times an element is occurring in that tuple. Let us see it through an example. Now I will make another file here, tuple functions dot py, and I will take our old tuple here. Where is that tuple? This one tuple. Let's suppose Control C, Control V. Now this I have taken as another tuple, the same tuple that I have used here. Now let us count the occurrences. Now let me add something here. 4, and again I will write here, suppose Pankaj, and then I will write 5, then I will write 77, then 100, and then I will write 4 here again. Now we know here 4 is occurring 2 times. The count function, what it does is it will count only the first occurrence of that element that you are searching for. Now let us do it. D dot count, and I want 4. Let us see. Okay, so here if I provide it in variable and then print it using that variable, I will get 0. Now count will count the number of occurrences the element has occurred. So here Here what the mistake was, I have given it in string. So there is no string named 4 here. Now let us print it. It will give 2 times because the 4 is occurring 2 times here, not the first time, not the first occurrence of that element. It will give us how the number of times that has occurred in that tuple. Now let us move ahead. We have index again. Now the index function, what it does is just like in string, just like in list, what we saw was the index function did what is, whenever you give it any element of that list or string, it will return us the index value of that element in that list or string. So same case here in tuple also, when we will use that index function. Let us see here. Now now I will give another variable name p. Suppose p is equals to d dot index. Now let us only print it like this, d dot index, and I want to know the index of, let's suppose 4 here. So what will it give me? It will give me 5. Now it is only counting the first 4. 1 2 3 4 5, here is 4, and this is not counting the second 4, so it will count only the first 4 here. So now another example, if I will take here, let's suppose 77 here, it will give me 8 as it is occurring in the 8 index of this tuple. That is how you can use index in tuples also. So just like in many programming languages that we use index slicing, here in Python we will also use index slicing in many of these data types, just like we use in strings, just like we use in list, and now we are using in tuples. Later on we will use it in dictionary and sets as well. So that now that wraps our this part of this video containing list and tuple. Now we'll move ahead to the practice set of this lecture. So our first question is, write a program to store 7 fruits in a list entered by the user. So what will we do here? We will create first a file here named question1.py. I have created this file here. And now what it has asked is to write a program to store 7 fruits in a list entered by the user. Now I have to make a list here in which six elements, or the 7 fruits name will be added in this list. Now firstly I will make an empty list. To now make a empty list here, we will, now let's suppose I will give the list name as fruits is equals to, now to make an empty list here I will use the simple brackets. Now here you don't need parenthesis word because parenthesis is for tuple. So now to make an empty list we use just this square brackets here. Now I will need 7 fruits here to be added. Now I have to take the name from the user, so I will name it as f1 is equals to input, and then enter the name of fruit 1. So here the user will enter it, and then I will write f1 dot append. Sorry, this is wrong here. I will write fruits dot append f1. So this is how I have to make another six elements to be added. Now if I have to make it here 7 times, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and now the last one here is 7. Now I have to change this. Now let us just, since the elements are added, let us just print our list here named fruits. Now if I will run it. It is asking me, let us get us in terminal. I will write Python. And now see here, if you write one uh, one letter of any file which you want to write here. Now let's suppose this is a say uh, less, or you can say small file name. But if there is a large file name, so writing that large file name could be hectic and time consuming. So for that you can use tab here. Just write, just like I want to uh, run this file here, question 1, so I will write q, and then I will press tab here, so it will automatically be written here. So this save our time as well. That is how you can use it. But you have to also make sure that and the other characters of the file should not be same. So Python will not know that you are working in this file or in on that file which is somewhat similar. The characters are similar, so you have to write it like that. Now let us give this name, such as first name I will give banana, then apple, then what can I use, pineapple, then what can I use, grapes, then which fruit can I give it, mango, guava, and just one more fruit. Which fruit can I give it a name to? Let's suppose I give it any name. Let's suppose I will give it cauliflower. I know this is not a fruit. Cauliflower is not a fruit, but right now the fruit is not in my mind. So let us just do this, and this will give us our list here of fruits. As you can see here, banana, apple, pineapple, grapes, mango, in this order only. So that is how this question will be done. Now the second question asks us to write a program to accept marks of 6 students and display them in a sorted manner. So for this we will, same question we have to do as we did in the first one. So now here we will do. Now here, as you can see, I have already copied it from question 1 here, but here these are not the same. So now what will I do is, I will just, as I said, you have to just left click left double click on this, and then right click, then go to change all occurrences, and here you can, oh sorry, here you can write marks. And then if I will select F1 here and go to right click and then change all occurrences here, then I can do it in one go as S1. Now here I just have to change it, so this will save my time here. S4, here S5, and here S6. Here will be S6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 is already there. And here I also have to change this into 3, 4, 5, 6. So let us do it very quickly. Now since it has been changed, now I will print marks here, and I will run this in terminal. I will now see here the file name is same, so I have to write quest, and then I will write tab. Now this, look, this has again not the correct file name, so I have to write this by my own. So now it is, oh, it is fruit there, so I have not changed into marks. Now I have selected it, change all occurrences, and then I will write marks here. So this is how you can do this. So these are the shortcuts for increasing your efficiency here. Now let us, oh sorry, .py. So extension is very important, as I have told you it in the first lecture only. The .py extension is very important when you are working with Python. Here, as you can see, I have not written .py and it is showing me error. That's just how things work here. Now the first student, let's suppose, gets 100, second get 34, third get 78, fourth get 56, fifth get 43, and the last one gets, suppose, 23 is filling. So now let us print it. It will give us in this order. Now let's check that a tuple cannot be changed in Python. Let us see how we can do that. Now, as we know that tuple is immutable, but to check it here in this question, I have created question3.py here. Now, let's suppose we make a tuple here. The tuple starts with parenthesis 34, 52, 53 or whatever. I will write my name here. So, if I want to change it like list, I will write the index 2. I want to change it to, let's suppose, this. So if I now print A, it will show me error here. Tuple object does not support item assignment. So that is why tuple cannot be changed, as it is immutable, just like strings. Now the fourth question here is write a program to sum a list with 4 numbers. Now let us create a list. First of all, we will create a file here, question4.py, and then I will make a, what was the question, sum a list. Now I have to make a list here. Now suppose I am making L1 list here, and L1 I have 23, 78, 5 and 10 here, and suppose 4 element, we have to sum 4 elements. Now what will I do is I will just type print sum L1. Now sum is another function we use in list to sum the elements present in our list. If I run this, I will get 116. So this is what the sum of these elements. Now I will take some smaller elements here. Now let us suppose 8 and 3, so that you can sum it as well. This gets 26. Now let us see how. 8 and 3 is 11, 11 and 5 is 16, and 16 and 10 is 10, 26. So this is how sum function is used here to sum the elements present in the list. Now the fifth and last question of this part of this video is write a program to count the number of zeros in the following tuple. Now following tuple is given here as a is equals to this. Now let us copy this. I will make another file here named question5.py. Now what I will do is here I have to count the number of zeros. I will paste the tuple here and I will print a.count 0. Now how many zeros are here? We can see here 3. It is giving us 3. So now these were the questions. Now we will move ahead to dictionaries and sets in the later half of this lecture. Now let's move ahead to our dictionaries. So what are dictionaries? Dictionaries are also collection, just like list and tuple. But so how can dictionary be different from list and tuple? Because dictionary is different from list and tuple because it uses some key value pairs uh, which are not available in list or tuple. So suppose if I want to look for a different number of students marks uh, in one go. Now if I want to look or store different multiple student marks also with their name along with their marks in as a collection. Now how will I do that? We cannot do that in string like we do it in dictionary, but for storing these many different types of name along with their marks of students, so we can use dictionary. Now let us see how we can do that. I have created a new file here named intro to dictionary. So I will, let's suppose I have the dictionary name as marks. Now how to create a dictionary, like we used to create uh, a tuple with parentheses or round bracket, list with square brackets. Same way we will create dictionary but with curly brackets. This is how you will create a dictionary, and the key value pairs are like this. Now let's suppose I will write here else. Now since it is a string key, so we are writing it in double quotes. Now you have to give colon after giving the key, and then the value of this will be like 100 if I write, and then comma. Then let's take example of Shubham, suppose. Now let's give him 56 number out of 100, and then there is me, who will get 45. Sometimes you have to be harsh on yourself. So, uh, this is a dictionary which we make using key value pairs by containing them into curly brackets. How come this become a dictionary? Now let me prove it to you why this is called a dictionary here. And alongside I will print the type of this dictionary as well. Now if I will run this, I will get this. Now here you can see class dict. So dict is basically nothing but dictionary, and our dictionary is getting printed here. So the sole purpose of dictionaries in Python is to play along with the key value pairs. If you want to store a collection of different data types with the values of themselves, you cannot pay, put them in list, uh, but you can put them in dictionary like this which I have made here. Just like in strings, in tuple and in list we use indexing, we cannot use indexing here in dictionaries because it is not valid in dictionaries for using indexing or index slicing or whatever, because it has its own key value pair, so it does not support uh, indexes here. But you can do what, you can go here and write print now a dictionary name, and then in square brackets you can write the value, the value which is here. So now let's see here the values of the key value pair. In the key value pair, the key are given me here, and this is also called as index value, but it is not index slicing or the indexes that we use in list or tuples or strings. This is another thing in dictionary. Now let us, if I want to get the marks or the value which I have provided for the particular key, if I want to know that, I will just click or type here Shubham, like I want to know the Shubham, the value of the key Shubham. Here I will get 56. Just like that, you can use this print and this function with along with the square brackets to get the value of the particular key which you want to get. Now what is the use of dictionary in Python? So the basic use of dictionaries in Python is to get a lookup into the collection very quickly. Uh, now if this dictionary, this particular marks dictionary was a bigger one, so how will I check if I want to, like if there were 100 of students with same names, or some of them would have same same name or maybe same marks even also, then how will I get them? So we cannot do it in solely in list, because in list it will take us many complex logic and computational expense as well. So rather doing it in list, we do it in dictionary, so to get our values like this. Now if I wanted to get Shubham, or if I know his reference ID as well, I could have uh, got his marks just like I got it here, 56. So that is why these type of calculations, or these type of, for key value pairs, these type of dictionaries are used rather than using lists. Now let us get into our handbook, and this let us understand the properties of Python dictionaries. It says it is unordered, just like we saw in our last lecture, which was list and tuple. So in list or tuple, it was unordered. We have to sort it out to get the sorted list or the sorted tuple. As we have seen in our in the uh, last part of this video, that in list also it was not sorted. We have to use sort function to get it sorted out, or in increasing order, or we use reverse function to use that list to get it in decreasing order, or in reverse order. So we use sorted. So here also the dictionary is unordered. Dictionary is mutable. Now what is mutable? As I have told you, mutability means you can change anything inside that list or dictionary, or these data types, as I can say it, modifying or changing the same data types or the original data type which you want to change. So just like list, dictionaries are also mutable, just like list, but strings and tuples are immutable. Now as you have seen that index is not available, index slicing is not available in dictionary, but it has key and value pair. So key is the index here in dictionary, not not index like 0 1 2 3. No, not that's not the case here in dictionary. The dictionary has index, which are also called keys in these dictionaries. Now cannot contain duplicate keys. Now this is the important part with dictionary, that you cannot contain a replica of that, of any element. So it contains unique values. So moving ahead, we have methods or function that we use in strings, that we use in list, that we use in tuples, and now we will use some of these dictionary functions or methods. Now I will make another file here, name dictionary functions.py. So here this is another file here, and I will copy the same dictionary given here to us, provided here to us. Now I will paste it, and then I will be teaching you all the functions. Now let us get into our first function, a dot items. As the dictionary name here is a, so a dot items, item function is basically returns the list of key value pairs tuples. Now what does that mean? This means that if I write print a dot items, now let us run this code, and we will get dict items as this. Now this is what this is returning our uh, returning our dictionary in the form of list of tuples. Now tuple has different types of, or these all data types have different types of showing, the way of showing their other data types in them. Now what do I mean by that? Now the tuple have uh, so many kinds of tuple, the types of tuple, just like this is a tuple of list, because it contains list here. As you can see, it is starting from this square brackets, and it contains various things here. So this is a tuple of list. The tuple also contains tuple of strings, tuple of integers, tuple of like this. So every data type contains the other data types in it, and we call it the types of that data type, the subtypes of the data type. Now, dictionary also has its functions, dictionary of list, dictionary of other things as well. So just like that, an item function does. What item function does here is, the item function converts our dictionary into a list of tuples. Now let us move ahead to another function. We have keys here. Now keys returns a list containing dictionary keys. Now let's use it here, a dot keys. Now if I run this, I will get yes, containing the dictionaries, the dictionary keys. The keys are these: name, from, and marks. These Harry, India, and the list provided here is not our key. These are values. So keys give us the keys. Same way, print a dot values will give us the value only, not the keys from the dictionary. Now, as you can see, Harry, India, and these are our values. Now let us move ahead to another function here, the update function, which updates the dictionary with supplied key value pairs. Now if you want to update the key value pairs here, you can update it like that. If I will go here and print a dot update, now here if I want to change from, so I will write from, and then I will give the pair here to suppose China. So it will change it to here. As you can see, the updated dictionary is from China. So this shows that dictionary is mutable just like list. Now here another function is get function, which returns the value of the specified keys. Now if I write here print a dot get name, now since the name here is Harry, so it will give me Harry here because the value of this is Harry. That is how you can use various methods, and there are also other functions or methods available for dictionary as well, so you can use them as well. The most important and usually used function are these functions in dictionaries. So now let us move ahead to our next data type, which is set. Now here we are going to start our set. Set is basically based on mathematics. If you have studied in the sets in the chapters in 11th or 12th or in the previous classes as well in school, so there are a chapter which contains either a topic as set or set as a chapter in above classes or the higher classes. So set is basically based on the functionality of mathematics. So what are sets in Python? Set is a collection of non-repetitive element. That means it also contains unique elements just like our dictionaries. So here if I will firstly create heads.py here, and then now to make a set you will need to create first name of the set. Then just like dictionaries, it will start with curly brackets. Now to make it look different from dictionaries, dictionaries have key value pairs. Here it will have elements with comma like this, just like we did in tuple. Tuple have curly round brackets or parentheses. Here it has curly brackets. Now to make an empty set, we will make it, this will be our empty set. Will it be our empty set? No, this will not be. This will be empty dictionary. So to make an empty set, we will, let us name this empty set. To make an empty set, we will need function called set. This will be our empty set. Now let us print all of them, also their type, empty set. Now let us run our code here. We will get this as our set. This is the type here, as you can see, type the set, and this is our empty dictionary. As you can see here, it is showing us class dict, which is dictionary. This is an empty dictionary, so this is not a set. This is a set. This is an empty set, which you can see here. The type of this empty set is set. So that is how you can make empty set, you can make set, and also you can make empty dictionary. So in this also no order is maintained. Now let us move ahead in this. The properties of set. The sets are unordered. Order does not matter, just like we did in other data types as well. Now you will comment down which data types contain ordered and which are unordered. So here sets are also unordered. Now sets are index cannot access element by index. Now just like in dictionaries, you cannot access sets also with index that we did in strings, tuples and lists. You cannot access these sets just like them. Now let's move ahead. There is no way to change items in set. So that means they are immutable. Sets cannot contain duplicate value. Now sets also have their own or non-replica or unique values in sets. Now let us see some operations in set, or as we say, functions we use in sets. Let us see the first function here. That is len function. Now len returns the length of the set like we used in other data types as well. It will return the length. Now if I suppose I will make another file here, set functions .py 145 6 3 5 8 7 34 90 71, just like that I have created a set. Now let us use length function here. Print length of s. Now what is the length of string? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. This should be 10. Now this is 10. So now let's move ahead to another function here. Now remove updates the set s and removes 8 from s. So it updates the set, not make another, not change the so it only update the set, not change the existing set, because set are also immutable. Get the this will get me the value, but after removing it, if I will print the set s, 6 will be removed here after 45. Now this is again, it is unordered, so it is getting unordered again. Now you can see 71 shifted here, 90 shifted there, whereas 90 was at the 8th index, so it has now moved to 9th index. Now 8 and 7 are reversed here, 3 and 5, 45 has gone there, so it is, as you can see, it is unordered. Element in order doesn't matter when you print. So here, but here the sixth element which I was removing here is removed. So that is how you can use remove function here. Now let us use pop. Pop does what? Pop removes an arbitrary element from the set and return the element removed. So here, if I write print s dot remove, sorry, s dot pop here, so it will give me, let us suppose I want to remove 45 here. The same way, now let's get into, now clear will remove empty the set s. Now s dot clear will make an empty set, but we can manually make empty set by using set function. But to make an existing set empty, we use as a clear function. Now let us move ahead to union and intersection. Now what is union and intersection? This is very important, so let me make another file here, union and intersection dot py. So here what will we see is the functioning of union and intersection. Now if you have studied it in previous classes in school or in higher classes, you might know union and intersection. Now let me tell you what is. So now let us suppose we have two sets, and both the set contains either one or two or many more values in both those sets. So the value available in both the sets will be used by union. Now let us see how. Suppose if I take a set S1 as 1 8 45 and 6. Now let us make another set here as 7 8 1 and 78. Let us make another element here. Now if I want to union it, union means unioning the or getting the value available that are available in both the sets. Now how can I get the values which are available in both the set? Now in this set 1 and 8 are available in both of them, nothing else. So to get them I will write here print s1 dot union s2. If I will run this, I will find that so values which are also there in these are also getting printed, and also all the values which are there are getting printed here in one set only. So that is how union works. Now let us see 1, then 6, then 7, then 8. Now see 1 1 and double 8 were there, but in the printed set here only 1 8 is printed, and now 45, and now in 90. Now let us understand intersection. So what is intersection? Intersection basically takes the common values here in both from both the sets or multiple sets. It only takes the common values. So now let us do intersection here. S1 dot intersection S2. So now common values will be, see 8 and 1. 8 and 1 are the common values in both the sets, so it has taken only those common values. So this is how union and intersection can be differentiated. Now let us move ahead to practice sets and our lecture will be over. So now this is the first question. Write a program to create dictionary of Hindi words with values as their English translation, provided with an option to look it up. Now let us create this in our VS Code. Firstly, I will create a file here named question1. So now here I will create it as practice1 now, because there will be two files of question1, practice1.py. So now let's do our questions. Now let us make here a dictionary of words with their English translations. Words is equals to, this is our dictionary, this will be mother colon help, then what, kursi. Let's write kursi, which will be chair. Now again now let's write bhagna, which is run or to run is what is called bhagna in Hindi. Now I want the user to input these of the words present in our dictionary. Now he will search with the Hindi word and he will get this word. So now I will get a word from user, enter the word to be translated. Oh, the K was small here. So these are those basic mistakes that you need to see. Now see, I have put it here in this video, my mistakes as well, so that you can learn from it. Now I have written K as small here in the value which I entered. So that is the case, that is why it is not giving me the answer. Now this is how H was big. That is my mistake, but don't worry. Here our answer is getting translated. The kursi was chair. So this is how you can do this question. Now let's move ahead to another question. Then write a program to input 8 numbers from the user and display the unique numbers only once. Now how we can do this question? Now I will create a set here, an empty set here, because I have to store these values in this set. Then I will ask an input from the user, enter. Now s.add int n. So this is how you can add. Now I have to do it 7 times, so I will just 7 times I have done, which is 8, and 8 1 2 3 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 numbers will be given here. Now give them the value. Let us give them the value 1, 2, 3. So here I also have to change it. Here I will write print set. Now if I will run this, I will be getting this Python. Now I have to type it as it will not be there. Now enter number. Now let's suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is the printed number. So as you can see here, if I print s and then I will print enter these 8 numbers, then I will get the set as this. Now let us move ahead to another question. Can we have set with 18 int and 18 str as a value in it? So the answer is yes. How? We will create a set again for this question, an empty set, and then we will add s dot add 18 as an integer and s dot add 18 as a string, here a string, and then we will print s. So here as you can see 18 is printed as a string and also as an integer, so we can print it like that also. So another question is what will be the length of the following set s. So now here as you can see the length of this thing should be as you can see here it should be 3, but if I copy this and I will paste it here in p4.py. Now if I will print length of s, what will it give me? It will give me 2, because here float value is not taking it in this set. So that is how you can do this question. Now let us move ahead to another question. S is this, what is the type of s? So type of s is set. S here you can give, here it is given s, so don't get confused as it as sets. S is a variable or the type of set name, but it is not the set, it is dictionary, because here as you can see 2 curly brackets are given here. So curly brackets, only curly brackets are used for empty dictionary, not empty set. To make an empty set, you need the function set and then parenthesis after that. So that is not uh, the type of this s will be dictionary. Let us move ahead to another question, which is create an empty dictionary, allow 4 friends to enter their favorite language as value and use key as their names. Assume that their names are unique, so the names should be unique. So now what I will want you all to attempt all these left question and comment the answer in the comment section, so that I can see whether you have learned the lectures properly or not. So now this wraps our lecture 3rd of Python series, and I will meet you guys in next lecture. Thank you.